Welcome to another edition of AZ Boomer Adventure. Today, I'm going to be going over my bike, and it's basically a GT Aggressor Pro that I bought at Dick's Sporting Goods. So here's some of the things that we're going to be showing you. So let's start off real quick with what kind of a bike I have. All right, so I bought the GT Aggressor Pro from Dick's Sporting Goods. This bike is really a nice basic entry-level mountain bike. You can go to Walmart and you can get some mountain bikes there, but you're not going to get the service, you're not going to get the quality that I see in the GT Aggressor Pro from Dick's Sporting Goods. And the nice thing about it is I also got the warranty along with it, it was like 40 bucks. But with that warranty, I get two free tune-ups. And when you get a tune-up, hey, that pays for it right there. The two free tune-ups pay for that 40 bucks. So it was kind of a gimme. Unfortunately, with COVID and everything that's happening right now, I haven't been able to get it in to get it tuned up. And it's doing okay. I mean, I could use a few little tweaks on it right now because I've put quite a few miles on it. The GT Aggressor Pro is your basic entry-level bike, and it has some wonderful features with it. It has both disc brakes in the front and the rear, and it's got a basic frame that you don't see. It doesn't have any of the shocks and things like that. It does have your front basically tube shocks and things like that. I'm not super detailed on all of the jargon for all the parts, so I'm just showing you what I have and how easy it is to work with and how fun and comfortable it is. Some of the modifications I've made are real simple. Basic modifications don't cost a lot of money, and anybody can do them. They're real easy. So it's not a big deal, but they have made my life a lot more comfortable. One of the first modifications is the bike rack that I've done on the back here. And the bike rack is a basic, simple bike rack that I got from an older bike. And when I got this, I mean, it's been on 2 or 3 different bikes. So it's a hand-me-down, and I keep adding it on there. But any bike will do, any rack will do. What I do recommend is getting a rack that actually connects down below here. When you have this connection down here, it actually puts a little bit more, or takes a lot of the stress off the rack itself. Where if you get some of these ones that are just kind of hanging there, if you put too much weight on them, they're possibly going to mess up the neck of your bike seat, and I just don't feel real comfortable with that. So that's why I kind of go with that format. Secondly, one of the things I did is I added pedals. The pedals I've added, and I'll show some pictures here, are some real basic, nice. They're made by Fuker, which is kind of funny, a funny term. But here, let me turn this up real quick. And I'll get in there. But what they have is they have some really nice studs. And these studs really help you grip and stay on. Unfortunately, they also can really scrape you up if you aren't careful. And when I'm talking about scraping up, I'm talking about this right here. I have some scars that I just basically have from the pedals nailing me. It happens. As we get older, you don't heal up quite as fast, and scars take a little bit longer to heal. But I love the pedals. You stay right on, you get good traction, it gives you you don't have that feeling that you might be slipping or gonna fall off. So that's the great thing about these pedals. I am not big on bending over a lot on my bike. You see these guys and they're all downhill, and they're young and they're able to do that. So when you're able to bend over like that and your back can take it for long periods of time, that's cool. Mine can't. So what I did is I decided to raise the stem of my bike a little bit here on my handlebars, and it put it up like about 3 or 4 inches, but it's enough that it takes some relief off my back. And having that relief is so much more comfortable. I can go longer distances. I don't have any problem waking up in the morning with a sore back. That's one thing we don't want to do. All right, the next thing that I have that I added to my bike is I added a phone. Well, this is one of the first things I added, but it's my phone holder. And the cool thing about this phone holder is it stretches around your phone. And you've seen it actually, and I'll play some videos here showing my phone. And the cool thing about it is with my GoPro, I can actually watch my GoPro while I'm riding my bike. It's not real safe, but it lets me line everything up so that I can see what's going on. And the cool thing about this phone holder is basically it's 360. I can turn it if I wanted to. It pops right off real easy. I can put this on. I can put it on my phone and then put it on. I usually just leave it on there and leave and just stretch and put my phone on there, and it makes it a lot easier. Now I wanted to show you the light I have. I have a Night Rider 850 micro, and it actually does a great job. It puts out some really good lumens. At the highest level, it's supposed to last about an hour and a half. That's pushing it. I think I maybe got an hour out of it. At the lowest level, you're supposed to get 8 hours. I've never tried it that long, so I don't really know how long it goes at the lowest level. But the nice thing about it is you can charge it with USB, where my old flashlights, I used to hook them on there and batteries would go out and I'd have to take it off and put batteries in. It was a pain in the rear. So having a USB charged flashlight, I can make sure it's charged at all times. It pops off and on really easy. I can use it around the house if I needed to. If I'm out camping with my bike or something like that, I can use it around the campsite. I'm going to show you some video right now of some tests I did in the backyard of the different levels of light. And if you see the first one here, it's low level. Then it goes to the mid-range, and then it goes to high. And it actually lights up quite a bit. Now, with that being said, if you wanted that high level, which would be really nice for riding out in trails at night in the forest, in the woods, that's great. I would add some additional lights, maybe a helmet light or lights like a headlamp or something like that, or a helmet light that you could have just in case the batteries do go out on this one. You still have a light and you're not going to be completely lost, or vice versa. That additional light would probably help. And plus, this doesn't turn with your head where the headlamp would. And I have a set of headlamps I bought through Amazon. I'm going to do another video on those at night and show you those. But really nice basic light. I got this at REI. REI is great, little expensive, but they were about on par with Amazon at the time. I have now seen this light drop down to $53. I got it for $75. Ugh, I hate it because things drop, but you know, that's life. Things happen. So right now you can get it on Amazon for about 53 bucks at this point in time. So the next thing I have is this cat eye bell. Some of you are going to say, what the heck do you want a bell on your bike for? That's like being a kid again, isn't it? You know, you rode around ding, 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 ding. Well, no, it's really actually very important. And to have a good bell is really important. The cat eye that I got, and I think it's the cat eye 1000, I'll have the link below with all the details. But the nice thing about this bell is that it really is loud, and it's got a nice, it's not an overwhelming harsh loudness, but it's a really nice ting noise. Here. And that high ting you can hear over your headphones sometimes. I've got people that are out walking on the trails or on the paths that I ride in the morning, and they're oblivious to what's going on because they've got their headphones in. Now, I can't talk. I have my headphones in too, but at least I can try getting their attention. And when I get their attention, it's nice because they'll go over to the side. Sometimes, you know, and it's a lot nicer than yelling, you know, on your left, which I've had to do in the past. But with the ting ting, they kind of, you know, oh, and it startles them sometimes, but they get it. And it's real nice. It makes things a lot easier, and it's kind of respectful. You know, hey, I don't want to yell at someone, get out of my way. I'll give them a little jingling with my bell, and boom, they're out of the way. Now I want to show you how I've got my bike set up on the holder that I've got here that is the Workhorse Blackburn. Now, the cool thing about this is I got this on Craigslist for like 20 bucks. They're very hard to find. This is really nice. It's aluminum, lightweight. It all fits in a small little bag. I can take it with me when I want to go camping or something like that. And if I have to work on my bike real quick, boom, it's right there, easy to do. Compared to some of these other ones that have the huge clamps, are heavy. My son has one that's really, you know, it's meant for working in a shop or in a garage. And it's kind of heavy and bulky. This thing's lightweight. Now, it also has, it's not as sturdy as one of those other bike holders, but this basically does the job for me. I'm able to clean my bike. I'm able to work on my bike. The unfortunate thing is you have to take the tire off when you're working on it, and when you take the tire off, then that's just one extra step. But it's not a big deal for me. The cool thing about this is this has the adjustments on the front so that when you put the tire on, if you need to align your tire, you can use these adjustments right here. All right, a couple of things I've also done. One modification is I added a bike pump, but I don't have it right now. I'm not sure where I left it. It's somewhere in my garage, or I'm not sure. I will locate it though. And it goes right here. Real basic. I think I got it at Walmart, or no, I got it at Dick's Sporting Good. And it's a real nice little compact one that comes in handy. If you're out on a trail somewhere and you get a flat, I also recommend, and I will put a link on Amazon for the little patch kits I have. They're real basic, small little patch kit, throws in your backpack. With that, along with your bike pump, you're pretty good to go. Some people go to the extreme of taking an extra tube with them. If you're going on a long bike ride, I recommend that. Some people even go as far as to take an extra tire with them. And that could happen if your tire gets shredded on some rocks or something. But the stuff I do is pretty basic, pretty simple. So I'm not sitting there, going through some real sharp rocks in hard situations. But you never know what can happen out on the trail. Most of the time, it's real basic and real simple. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this. I've got the AC unit running in the background right now, and it's probably making a lot of noise, but we're only supposed to get up to 95 today, which is nice. So sitting out here, it's not too unpleasant out on the patio. If I'm out in the direct sun, it's a little crazy. But so one of the other things that I wanted to go over is the handles that I got for my bike. These handles are really nice, comfortable handles that I got. They're by Saplies, I think is how you say it. I'm not sure exactly. Again, I will post it down below with a link on Amazon. I got them on Amazon. They're real nice. The thing, they have little wings on them, and I was noticing as I was riding, my wrists would start to get really sore on some of my longer rides. And after years of abuse of skateboarding, other things I did when I was young, falling, just, real basic stuff, my wrists have pretty much had it. I'm losing some of the cartilage in them and everything like that. So having a nice grip on your handlebars makes a huge difference. So with that being said, these, having the little extra padding back here for holding up my wrists, I've had no problem since I got them. And they are real comfortable, easy to put on, and they actually look kind of sharp because they also match. I've tried to make everything match and go from there. Hopefully you guys can get out there and enjoy. You don't have to spend a lot of money. It's relatively inexpensive to get out and enjoy a bike and get out there and enjoy riding the trails, simple trails, as well as riding around your community. This bike goes both ways, and it works real well that way. So with that being said, the adventure never ends with a boomer. Take care.